I mean,
am I on?
You're on, Mike. How you doing?
Okay. I was going to say this is a good segue because you were talking about false hope and its benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking that I was wondering if it troubles you, the atheist community, and you two in person, if people started becoming atheists in droves, if it just became a trend, and they quit clinging to their false hopes. And you're talking about it preventing actions like the, people going to the doctor, which is something they ought to do. But it might also, religion also prevents bad actions like, rape and
how?
General mayhem.
Are you saying that no rapist has been religious?
No.
Then religion doesn't do anything to prevent rape, so we can toss that argument.
It's not a sweeping generalization. I'm saying that it's a deterrent. I mean, it kind of keeps people in check when they think, well, I better, my God's going to look
well,
down on me.
religions give you a kind of this fake reason for not doing bad things, right? But there are good enough real reasons to not do bad things. Shouldn't that be enough?
It isn't for. I'm saying for the less intelligent, the heathens of our society. I was at a bus stop yesterday, and I was listening to these two men talk, and they were, just generally unintelligent dudes, but one of them had obviously just gotten out of jail, and he was talking to another guy about, well, you got to the other guy, who I guess apparently also got out of jail another date, and they said, well, you got to watch yourself now because Jesus is going to is watching you and the devil's watching. So at some point along the way, he got this dose of good old religion here, where now it's going to. I mean,
yeah,
I have an analogy. I want to.
The argument you're giving is, oh, religion's okay because it keeps the kind of unwashed masses in line, and I've heard this before. I've heard this sort of argument, and there's a grain of truth to it, but I'm kind of unhappy with it. One of the reasons is if you get all these unwashed masses doing something crazy like, doing this rape of this girl, or going off and beating up on gays because they're making money off of gays or whatever, the church is making money off of gays, then you sort of have this loose cannon effect where these people who, based on no real reason whatsoever, are going off and doing horrible things. So you can do bad things in the name of religion, and I think you can do worse things if you aggregate a whole bunch of people together doing one thing, right, based on the results of a religious leader.
The big problem, in my opinion, is that basically this argument is some people need something like religion to keep them in line. Okay, if that's true, then let's go with something like religion that is a way to keep people in line that is based on something real, that doesn't promote and advocate other things that are immoral. I think it's short-sighted and condescending. It may be true, but I still think it's short-sighted and condescending to portray that there's so many people out there who just simply couldn't be moral if it wasn't Jesus, whacking them with a stick and guiding them with a carrot, or posting a Ten Commandments in a school or whatever. Because frankly, I don't find them that moral, the Ten Commandments or this stick and carrot idea. You're not going to reach everybody, and there may be somebody who needs something like that. But if instead all of the people who are capable of leading ethical lives for good reasons, for real reasons, were to get together and explain this to people, then I think all of a sudden your argument would completely fall apart, because I don't think that there's anybody who's incapable of grasping the really simple concept of, I don't want my stuff stolen and you don't want your stuff stolen, so together we're going to get together and agree that we're not going to steal stuff, and we're going to make a law that punishes people who breaks this. I mean, that's the simplistic kind of practical aspect of ethics.
Well, I understand. That's a good point too. But in the present day, with the masses out there, that they need some kind of, there would be moral anarchy if they don't have some kind of a deterrent, I guess.
Well, you're building a fantasy scenario. You're saying that if all of a sudden people started, losing their religious beliefs in droves, it'd be utter chaos. Well, yeah, it probably would, unless there was some really good reason and some basis for people who lost their religious beliefs. But I mean, that's a fictional scenario. I could say the same thing if all the Muslims started turning Catholic tomorrow. It'd be mass chaos.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll just get another caller.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.